Today I'm going to introduce the facilitators for this meeting. Myself, Debbie Zito, the Director of Products, Patty Muller, Volunteer Learning
and Development Manager.
Volunteer Learning and Development Manager, and Ken Schuler is our QSP Ashton Farms representative. Thank you for all joining us. We're going to turn it over to Patty Muller.
That's okay. Good morning, everyone. As you can see on the screen, Debbie, Pat, and I, and Ken will be here as your facilitators today. We're hoping that this will go very smoothly. So sit back, relax, and learn some new stuff. I am now going to turn it over to Ken.
Okay.
Yay!
Welcome. Good Saturday morning to everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. And again, we apologize for the slight delay and technical difficulties, but I do hope everyone can hear. And we're just so appreciative that you've come out. We want to make these 2 hours fun. We want you to have fun. We want you to learn some great things. Most of you, or all of you, should have some nut and chocolate samples in your room. Please make yourself at home during this presentation and feel free to get up and walk around and get some more samples so you can become an expert on the products that we're offering. But to get started, why do we do the fall product sale? And one of the most important reasons of all is the 5 skills that the girls learn. And every now and then we run into people and they say, well, if we need money, mom and dad, they'll just write a check. And what do the girls learn when they do that? They learn that if you need money, you go to mom and dad and ask for it. Versus the girls learning the 5 skills and setting goals and learning people skills and money management skills and playing fairly skills and that kind of thing. And those lessons that girls learn early in life are irreplaceable, invaluable, and they can shape a girl's life in such a positive way. In fact, this picture that you see on the screen is from a video that we have, and we will, Jen, I think we can get this up on the council site at some time, the one that we did last year. But it's a great, probably a 5-minute video that shows a Girl Scout troop from beginning to end, setting their goals and deciding what they want to achieve and coming up with a strategy and an action plan. And it's just a really, really positive thing to watch that unfold. Another thing is troops can earn some great early startup funds. So, Debbie, for most troops, when did the cookie money start rolling in where they can actually get money to spend?
It'll be the end of February, beginning of March.
Okay, so you start the Girl Scout year. If you don't participate in the fall product sale, most of your funds would be into February or going into March before you have those funds. And the fall product sales enables troops to get those early startup funds so you can start doing fun and exciting things during the Girl Scout year, which is very important. We've got some awesome recognitions we'll show you in a little bit. And it also helps our council because it takes a lot of money to run a Girl Scout Council and keep up with the camps and the programs that we offer for everyone. And all of this goes to support everybody and makes it better. So we want to encourage every single Girl Scout troop and Girl Scouts of Citrus Council to do something this year and participate in some way, large or small, in the fall product sale. And we appreciate that so much. So what's in it for the troop? I'm going to tell you a whole lot is in it for the troop. All I do is work with Girl Scout councils from all over the country basically, and I can tell you Girl Scouts Citrus Councils gives 20% on the nut and chocolate items. They give 20% on the magazines and a new item that we'll be telling you about, and $2 on the address booklet. I can tell you that's about twice what most councils offer. So it is really lucrative for troops to participate in the fall sale in this program. We're hearing a little background, so it seems like background noise.
Ladies, we have no audio, so if you want to talk, feel free to talk outside.
Okay, someone is not muted, and it's playing through for everyone. So if everyone could please check their mute and mute themselves. And if you are still having audio problems, you can either put that in the chat or give us a call, and they will work with you individually on that. So I apologize about that, but we will continue on for those of you who are on. So we also have the opt-out option for cadets and above. So if it's a cadet or above troop And if they perhaps have a big trip or a big goal and they really need all the money they can choose to opt out. They will earn all of the patches that they qualify for. They just won't earn all of the girl rewards, but they'll earn 23%, which is a whole lot. So it's very, very profitable for the teams to participate, and that's a big reason. Okay, we're still getting some feedback. So there's one of the areas has not muted themselves out. So if you could please click the mute button, and I don't know where it is, but if you could put it in the chat box, maybe they could direct you to tell you where the mute button is, and you can mute yourself. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on. So this is really fun. What can a troop make? And when you make, what can you do with the funds that you earn? So you think about all the goals and the cool, fun, exciting things that your troop could do with the money. So let's look at it. Let's say you have an average troop and you have 10 girls. And let's say each of those 10 girls sells 5 either magazines or photo keepsake items, which we'll tell you about in a little bit. Which is not that hard to do, by the way, and you'll see that. They sell 24 nut and or chocolate items, which is, again, about average, not that big of a deal, and they fill out an address booklet. That troop can make $600 in early startup funds. So if you think about the fun things that your troop could do with an extra $600, they could do that by pretty much doing average with the fall product sale. So it really is that lucrative when the troops participate in the program. So that's where we'd like to do that. Our council has a goal of a 5% increase this year, increase in sales, increase in girl participation, and increase in troop participation. So for most of you, for your troop to have a 5% increase, maybe that's getting one additional girl to participate, or maybe getting your girls to sell maybe one more item. So it's really not that much. And I think when you see the new things that we have in store for you today, that you'll see that 5% is a walk in the park, and many of you will probably, hopefully, raise your goals and decide to strive for a much higher increase amount. So that's what we have. We also have a troop goal sheet that every troop will get, and you will either get this today from your service unit chair, or if not today, they will get it to you. They will arrange to get the materials to you shortly. But this is a sheet. It'll show the 5% goal, and it will also show the numbers that your troop generated last year if you participated, and it will show you what a 5% increase, that's showing up on the screen, I think.
Just push cancel.
Cancel?
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. So it will show you what your goals are, and maybe you can show that to your girls and teach them the goal setting and say, our council goal is 5%. So in order for us to achieve that goal, this is what we need to do. And get the girls involved in that part would be really, really great. That's cool.
There you go.
Okay, is that right? Sorry about that,
yes.
People. Okay, so our theme this year is dive in and be active. And our little theme animal this year is Ollie the sea otter. And it's a really, you got to admit, that's one of the cutest otters that you've ever seen. And these are some of the Fit Together patches that the girls can earn this year. All right, so we have great program activities for each of the troops. So every troop, and again, all these items, the materials I'm going to talk about today, you will either receive them today from your service unit chair, or if they don't have them with them today, they will talk to you and make arrangements for when you can receive these items. So this is a poster front and back from Ashton Farms, the Nut Chocolate Company. There's a great goal setting activity on one side, and then some information on the 5 skills and some learning information on the back side of it. There's another poster. This shows front and back again, yet another goal setting tool on the one side, and then on the other side has some really cool kind of fun games and puzzles and kind of mind twister things like that for the girls. And then there's the map of the United States, so when the girls fill out their address booklets, they can look at the peoples whose names and addresses they put in and identify them where they live geographically within the U.S. to help them learn some geography. And this program is also a patch program, so the first year a girl does it, they can earn that large Be a Reader patch in the bottom right hand part of the screen, and then the subsequent years when they do it, they can earn the little bee patches that go around it. And those patches are available in the Scout shops, and they're available all year long. By the way, your troop can do these programs at any time they wish in the Girl Scout year. You don't have to only do them during the fall product sale time period. So they're available whenever works for you. And we also have a great online girl activity program as well. So it's the URL is whatcanagirldo.com. And it's up and available right now. There's no login required. Again, it's accessible all year long for girls and or troops can go there, and they're fun activities and learning activities that they can do. And if you need something program-wise to plug into a troop meeting, what a perfect program just to plug that in. So these are the components of the program. And again, in the upper left of the screen, you'll see the girl packet. That's a girl envelope, and it contains the items that are shown on this screen. Step one, and again, you'll either receive those today or make arrangements to get them from your chair. The important thing about this period is to please give a packet to every single girl in your troop, right? And then let the girl and her parents or parents' guardians make up their mind if they choose to participate. Talk slower. Okay. I've been asked to talk slower, so usually I talk real slow, but we've got a lot to get in, so I apologize. So anyway, so the most important thing really and truly is please don't assume for anyone that, you know, I know this girl or her family won't be interested, so I'm not going to give them the packet, right? The best thing is to give the packet to every girl, every parent in the troop, and let them choose. And if they choose it's not the right thing for them to do, that's perfectly fine. But also, if they choose to participate, then that's what we would love them to do, obviously. And the great thing is we give them lots of options, so they can pick and choose. We would love them to participate in all of the aspects of the program. But if that doesn't work for them, pick whatever works. If somebody can only do the address booklets, then by golly, do the address booklets. That's outstanding. If they can only send some emails, that's fine too. So that's why we give you options, so the various options can appeal to different people based on their personal needs. So most important step, make sure every girl in the council receives a packet and they get to decide to participate or not. Let's start off with the most delicious part of the program.
Yum.
Is the nut and chocolate part of the program. And I'm going to tell you, this is absolutely amazing. And our council, by the way, you may not know this. I should have said this in the beginning. I get to work with Girl Scout councils all over the country. I told these people this the other day that Citrus Council, I believe, is the coolest council
Yay!
in America. You guys do it. You're very fortunate. If this is the only council you've ever been part of, you probably don't have anything to compare that against, but you have an awesome council. The people here are just amazing, and they bend over backwards and go way out of their way to support you and do amazing above and beyond things for you. So you're very fortunate. Okay, so one, the nut and chocolates are the easiest thing in the world for girls to sell, because really all they have to do, Patty, they take this nut order card, they open it up, and if they just put it in front of your face, and that's pretty much game over,
I'll take
right?
that one and that one and that one.
Food is a visual thing, and if you show this nut order card to people, it's over, man. They just look at it and say, "Ooh, I like this, and my spouse likes that, and my children like this, or whatever." So it's the easiest thing that we have to sell. Two important points about this. Number one is that if you're new, did we ever get any feedback on ballpark what kind of percentage of the people online are new troops versus not?
I did not.
Okay. If any of you facilitators had a chance to kind of do an impromptu ballpark poll of how many troops that we have are brand new this first year you would ever do the fall product sale versus you've done it before, and could just put an estimated percentage of new troops in the chat box, it would be interesting to know. But if you're new, then the two things that are most important to take away about these items is, number one, the quality. I can tell you, honest to goodness, the quality of the items that Girl Scouts offer is excellent in most cases compared to other fundraisers that are done by other groups. Most people find that our quality is head and shoulders above what you will find. Most people rave about them and can't wait to get them the following year. The other thing that most people will tell you flat out is the value that Girl Scouts offers is better than anything else out there. You get much better product and more product for the money. You compare this to most other fundraisers, they cost a lot more money for products that aren't as good, and that's just pretty much, in most cases, that's pretty much a fact. So you can be very, very proud to offer the great quality and value nut and chocolate products that we have to offer. The newest item that we have this year is the English butter toffee, and if you've had a chance to sample it, I think most of you agree it is absolutely amazing. And it's been rumored, Patty, that the thing to do is put this in your freezer and then take it out and bust it all up and put it on ice cream or something.
Yummy, yummy.
And it is absolutely fantastic. But we think this product is going to do very, very well this year. Justin's smiling. He's liking that idea. He's writing it down. So, and every year our council, we do better and better with the military donations, and we thank you for that, for supporting our fighting men and women all over the country. We really appreciate that. And they can make a donation. So whether they purchase something for themselves or not, or maybe they say, you know, I'm on a diet and I'm, you know, this or that, whatever, then you can say, hey, would you like to make a donation to the military? Sure. So they can donate either a nut chocolate item, or they can donate a part of a magazine subscription for our military, and we send it. Still talking too fast. Sorry.
They're saying it's coming across garbled on the link, so you may need to slow down just a little, Ken. I know you're excited about the program. It's awesome.
I've been accused of going long before, and I didn't want to hold people. So I will try and talk slower. I apologize.
Sorry.
So these options are on the Nut Order card, right? And people can choose to make donations. And I heard the other day, Patty, a troop, for whatever reason, you know, every troop has different needs. They chose to only go out and offer military donations in their, you know, neighborhood, and they did very well. They just said, hey, we're taking donations for the military. So troops and girls can make this program their own and turn it into whatever they choose to do.
Cool.
Okay? It is cool. And for those who are interested, there are 14 gluten-free items in the program this year. So if somebody is that's important to them, they'll have 14 different items to choose from. Okay. And brand new this year, and again, this kind of goes back to what we think for the most part is troops that have never participated before. And perhaps some of the reasons for that is maybe they didn't have time. They were too busy and too much going on. This year, for the first time ever, and with the exception of the address booklets, all of the other components of the program can now be done online. And I'm going to tell you, you could probably do the online in 5 minutes. If you could take 10 or 15 if you really wanted to do all of the, or more, to do all of the aspects of it. But if you were in a super crazy big hurry and you know, maybe an older girl troop and you just had a whole lot going on and said, I just don't have any time, if you have 5 minutes, you can participate in this program. And the cool part, it's done. I mean, no money to touch, no products to deliver. Just go online, send some emails, and we'll show that to you in just a moment. But it is really, really cool. So this year, for the first time ever, introducing our new online nut and chocolate ordering program. Woo! So this is a sample of the email that recipients will receive when girls send emails to friends and family anywhere in the U.S. On the email, there'll be a link to order nuts. So the person receives the email, they click the link, and they go to our brand new nut and chocolate online store. They can shop on the store just like you'd shop on any other online store. There's no minimum, so you can order one item if you want, and there's no maximum, so you can order as much as you want. You put the items that you want in your shopping cart, and when you're ready to check out, you check out and you pay with a credit card or a debit card. The customer will pay the shipping cost, and there's a range, and this is on the website, based on your total dollar amount of sales will determine the amount of shipping costs that there is, so the customer pays the shipping. All right. After they complete their order, they will receive an electronic receipt that they can print out as a confirmation of their order, just like you would on any other online purchase of anything else. Then the orders are shipped out in 72 hours. And here's the key, they're shipped to whatever designated address. So if I want, I can go to the nut store, I can buy whatever I want, and I can have it shipped to me. All right, but then I can do gifts. I can say I want to put this order in, and I want to send this one to California, and I want to send this other one to Chicago, and whatever. So you can order it and pay for it, and you can have them shipped as gifts or surprises or whatever you wish, and have it all done online. But the great thing for the girl is she can send these emails, right? And that's it. She gets credit for all of the online sales. She does not have to collect any money, and she does not have to deliver any orders. So how cool is that? So, but here's an important point I want to make, because we're really excited about the online nut and chocolate store. We'd love for everyone to participate in it. But if a girl has sold the nut and chocolates in the past with the nut order card and gone out in the neighborhood with friends and family and sold the nut chocolate items, what we really don't want that girl to do is to say, you know, I'm going to be totally online this year. I'm going cool. I'm going online. She jumps on the computer. She sends a few emails. She runs out the door to play, and she forgets about it. Because I'm telling you, a lot of those friends and relatives in the neighborhood are not going to want to pay the shipping on the nut chocolate items, and her sales are going to go down. So the girl, if they've sold face-to-face, we would encourage them to continue to do that and use the online nut sales as in addition to sales. And for the girls who have perhaps never participated because they didn't have the time or want to bother with, you know, collecting money and delivering nut and chocolate items, then the online would be perfect for them. But please keep that in mind, as I'm sure you will. So also, new this year, we have 5. Oh, let me back up. I almost forgot. So we, what we have, well, I don't want, I'm going to mess up the thing. All right, so we have, sorry about that. All right, so this is our nut order card. We have 15 items on there. GS USA allows us, our company, to carry 25 items each year, and our council gets to choose which items make the nut order card, okay? But because it's online, we can offer all 25 items. We're getting some feedback, so I think some area. We got it? Okay.
Got it.
So in addition to the items on our nut order card, there'll be a total of 25 items on the online store that you can choose from. And for some of you, you probably have some items that you like that maybe we used to carry, but we don't carry anymore, and now you'll be able to get them. But brand new this year also, we have 5 corporate gift type items. And I can tell you these are very high quality items. It's just superb, the quality that these offer. And these are, you know, more expensive because they're larger in size and higher in quality, but they make great corporate gifts. And so, Patty, if you were a troop, right, you were trying to earn a lot of money to go to Paris or something cool,
Ooh.
right, if you knew, right, maybe you had some connections of businesses or something, and these people gave corporate gifts or that kind of thing, right, how much does your troop earn on sales?
20%.
20, or maybe 23% if they
you're an
opted
older
out.
troop,
So
absolutely.
if you knew some folks or sent some emails and got lucky and found some companies that ordered lots of, you know, gift, you know, tins for employees or clients or what have you, and again, we can ship. You can do one order goes, you know, to where Omaha, and the next one goes to Toledo, and, you know, ship them anywhere that you want to, like that. So again, another great opportunity for troops to earn a lot of money. And again, they don't have to touch money. They don't have to deliver any products. It's all done online. And we also have the magazine program that we've done very successfully for many years. The reasons we do magazines, people already buy magazines. The average family in America buys 4 to 5 magazines a year. They buy them anyway, so they can just renew those same subscriptions through Girl Scouts and they can support Girl Scouts and just keep with it. They don't have to spend any new money and just keep getting the same magazines that they've been getting forever and ever, right? Or they can buy brand new subscriptions, or they can give magazines subscriptions as gifts, and they can have them shipped or sent, delivered to anyone, anywhere in the country, and we also ship excuse me, to military APO, FPO military addresses, APO, FPO addresses, and Puerto Rico and Virgin Island, U.S. territories. They can go there, but other than that, in the U.S., right? So magazines just have a great appeal to people. This is our new magazine catalog. It's in a horizontal format this year, but it's jam-packed with some of the most popular magazines in America. There's also lots of great combo offers that offer great values to people, and we put a little marketing tool on there for the first time where you see the red circle. It's a little white write-in box where the girl can write in her online ID number, which we'll tell you about in just a minute and show you where she gets it, right? But maybe I go to Patty's house and she doesn't have time, so I can give her a website and my ID number's right on the catalog. I give that to you and you can shop later. Cool. So it's just another selling tool with that. So a couple of quick things to keep in mind. Nationwide, Girl Scout councils sell still about 65% of all magazine sales come from the paper magazine catalog. The online magazine sales are growing like crazy, growing a lot every year, but still most people like to shop still from the catalog and order those subscriptions like that. So don't forget about that, because it generates a lot of sales like that. Another important thing to keep in mind is you can renew any magazine subscription at any time, and you never lose issues of your subscription. So you don't have to wait until the last month of your subscription to order a magazine. Even if you had, pick a number, 10 months left of a magazine, Patty, and you bought, said, I'm going to, renew that magazine for 12 more months, you would keep those 10 months, and then the 12 would be added to it. So you'd have 22 months of that magazine, and it's just easy. Here's the key to remind everybody about, is that you need to renew directly through Girl Scouts each and every year in order for Girl Scouts to get credit. And everybody knows you get a new magazine, and about 2 seconds later you get a letter in the mail from the publisher saying, hey, you only have 11 months left before your subscription runs out, and you need to renew right now. And if you do that and you renew through the publisher, it cuts Girl Scouts out of the loop, and Girl Scouts makes nothing. So the best thing to do is toss those renewal letters in the trash and save and wait for Girl Scouts and renew directly through them. And lastly, our magazines are priced about the same price as magazines you'll find anywhere else. You'll find there's some a little higher. You'll definitely find a lot of them even lower, less than you'll find in the marketplace. But by and large, we say ours are competitively priced. So the key is you don't have to pay more for your magazines in order to support Girl Scouts. They're basically the same price as you get them anywhere else. This is the magazine order form. We've made a slight change to it, and it says where that magnifying glass is, it says magazine photo item description, and I'll tell you about the photo items in a few minutes, but that's where you would write these in. And each girl has, I believe it's 5 of these order forms in her girl envelope packet where she would write these orders on. And don't forget about waiting rooms. Some troops and girls do this really well. They, just about every waiting room has magazines. Guess what? They buy them from somewhere. They might as well buy them from Girl Scouts. Anybody know what the number one reason more waiting rooms don't purchase from Girl Scouts is? The number one reason, same reason people don't buy cookies, is they weren't asked, and if they were asked, many of them would. And I'll remind you, we'll show you the slide on the girl business card in a moment. Girl is calling on businesses like this. She should absolutely remember to bring her business cards with her, because oftentimes the manager's busy or not available. and she can leave her card with them. And I think a lot of people would be very impressed by that. And then on the customer service, these are our customer service. We have a regular customer service phone number, and then we have our online tech support number. These numbers are printed in all of your materials, and we print them in a lot of different places. But here is the thing. We have the best customer service, I believe, that you will find anywhere. So it's 100% customer service satisfaction. If you are not happy for any a little too old for my daughter or maybe a little too young, instead of saying, oh, well, I guess I'm stuck with it, all you do is you call our customer support people, you tell them just what I told you, and they say, no problem, we can switch you to another magazine, and we can do it for nothing extra.
Wow, that's great.
So you just, we can't read your mind, but if you call and do it, they will cheerfully switch you over. So they are absolutely excellent. And if you bought your magazine directly through the publisher, I don't think they're going to switch you to another magazine like that. Do we have questions? Okay, we've got some questions, so let's take them.
They want to know, does shipping cost change if sending to multiple addresses from one order?
All right, nut and chocolate shipping. All right. So the question was about the shipping cost. So yes. So let's say I'm going to place three. I'm going to send some nuts and chocolate as a gift to Debbie. Right. I'm going to send it to her home. I place that as one order. I get 5 items for Debbie, put them in the shopping cart, and then whatever total that comes to, whatever the shipping is, that's one separate order. I place that. I pay for Debbie's order. Boom. Then I want to send some to Patty. I do a new order, put whatever items I want in the shopping cart for Patty, because Debbie lives in Orlando and Patty lives in California, right? So the shipping is going to, and that kind of thing, and it's a different order. So for each person you order from, or each physical address that's different, you would place a separate order for nut and chocolate items going to a different physical address. Any other questions?
Are corporate orders tax deductible or any other items tax deductible?
The question, are corporate orders tax deductible? I would think in most cases yes, but the safe answer is you should consult your tax professional for advice on that. But many businesses are able to deduct gift type items, but you should always talk to a CPA or qualified financial advisor. Any more? Good questions, by the way.
You're going to go over how to go over each of the points.
Yep. So let's talk. Is everybody hearing clearly? Am I talking slowly enough? Slowly.
Some are good. Some are okay.
It's garbled.
So we'll just go on. I think it depends on the connection.
Yeah, the connection speeds are different, so I apologize for that. But we will move. And if you have any other issues with that, please let us know, and I'll slow down or do whatever.
They don't want us to ask questions. Answer in the chat.
Okay. All right, we're going to answer the questions in the chat. Sorry. So address booklets, moving on. This is quick and easy. I'm not going to spend much time on that. Every girl has an address booklet in her packet. It takes 10 minutes to do. It is super, super easy, right? What most people do, the difference is, this is one change if you've done this before. We had 11 address pages in the book in the past. We've switched to 9 pages this year. We're asking each girl or family to fill out 8 pages or 8 addresses in the book is all. So less to fill out this year. There's 2 ways to do this. Some girls will sit down at the kitchen table with mom and dad, get the holiday gift card list out, and write the names and addresses of friends and relatives that live anywhere in the United States. That's it, right? The key is 1 per household. So if you have 8 friends and family in 1 household address, please don't send them all to that same address. They can be anywhere in the U.S. and military APO really well-written out the PS, but that's it. If a girl can only fill out 1 or 2 pages, then fill them out because it helps our council, right? And if you have 3 daughters and you don't have, enough names of friends and family without duplicating it, then that's what it is, because we don't want duplicate names because our council pays the postage on these, and we don't want to waste council. College students don't know how to address a letter.
Doesn't this go along with the program pieces, Ken?
It absolutely does. It's just teaching girls life skills that they will use every day of their life and communicating with other people. So if you leave the PS blank, it's not good communication. And if you craft a well-written PS, it does a lot better.
Exactly.
But one note, well, let me show you on this side. So you can either do this at a troop meeting or you can do it at home, kitchen table, 10 minutes, no money to collect, no products to deliver. The troop earns $2 for every book, and by the way, it's 1 book per girl that has 8 complete cards in it, so quick, easy money. And the girl earns the patch. How easy is that? $2 for 10 minutes of work for a girl is quick, easy money. Again, if you can't participate in any other aspect of the program, then you could just fill out an address booklet and turn it in. One question that sometimes comes up is, well, what if grandma buys a magazine? Does our troop get credit for it? Well, they don't. They get the $2 for the book, whether anyone purchases or not, for sure, and the girl gets the patch for sure. But for any purchases that are made, that benefits our council. So what most people do is sell directly to that kind of front line of friends and family that you know well, and usually put names and addresses of people that are kind of a little more distant in the address booklet.
Okay, they want to answer questions. So I have address book questions.
Okay, we have now we want to answer questions and not chat. Go ahead, Deb.
Okay. Do Girl Scouts get credit from address card orders? Yes.
We answered that, right?
I don't know if that is something.
I think so. Any other ones?
I'll tell you.
We'll save them. We'll come back. We'll try and answer all of your questions today. We want you to leave completely informed. But yeah, so if you know someone is going to purchase, the smart thing to do to help your troop is don't put their name in the address booklet, and either send them an email or go see them or make a phone call and have them buy directly, and that way the troop can earn a lot more money. But this is like for Uncle Charlie that lives in Idaho that you don't know that well, and you put his name down, and if he buys, it's good. But he's not the kind of relative that you would pick up the phone and say, hey, Uncle Charlie, how's it going? That kind of thing. That's generally how people look at it, right? Okay. So we are very excited. Patty, you think they can handle this? We have a brand new product category. And this is a big deal because we haven't had a new product category in Girl Scouts in decades. It's a big deal. It's the newest product category in fundraising in over a decade. So I'm telling you, it is hard. The reason there's not a lot of these, it's very difficult to find really cool, awesome products that have the margins and that work and that are, that appeal, have a wide market appeal to everyone. And this product category is amazing. It's capitalizing on one of the biggest trends, not only in this country, but really around the world. And it's got all of the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. And I know you as troop leaders, you've probably heard sometimes about nuts and chocolate and cookies, about people that, this and that. And this is, like I said, I don't think you can find one thing that's not super positive about this brand new product category. So we are very proud to introduce the newest product category, which we call it To Remember This, and it's personalized photo products. And this is so exciting. The key or the core product are personalized photo books, right? And these are things you think, a lot of you are thinking like Shutterfly and things like that. Shutterfly is the largest company in the industry and that does photo books. And then there's a couple dozen other smaller companies that do it too. But yes, this is very similar to Shutterfly. And we have soft cover photo books, we have hardcover books, we have die cover books, all these different books that you can choose from, right? Okay, so what you would do, and I'll walk you through this very carefully, but they can either purchase these online or from a catalog that the girls will have this year, okay? So Patty, a girl comes, she sends me an email. I look at this. I want to get a book, but I'm not sure what I want my book to be about, right? So I can just choose the physical book I want. I know I want a hardcover book, and I'm thinking maybe an 8.5 by an 8.5 would work best for me. And on the order form or the website, it says how many pages they have. So I pick the book that works for me. I purchase that book, right? And then I can wait. I can wait to build my book until maybe the Girl Scout year is over, until my vacation and, next spring is over, or after this big wedding coming up that I want to build the book. So at that time, I can go onto the website, look through the almost 2,000 different themes that we have, pick the theme that matches the kind of book I want to create, and then build my book at any time that works for me. So purchase it now. Figure out the theme and the design of the book later. But we're really excited about these photo books, and you're going to love them. We also have an outstanding selection of personalized photo cards. And I don't know about you, but the big majority of the cards that we get during the holidays are photo cards. Yep. And most people give them, I mean, they're the best thing, aren't they? I mean, you get the regular card that's just a card, and you look at it, and you go, whatever, right? Yeah. But you get the photo card and you go, oh, look, there's so-and-so, and they've gotten so big and all that kind of thing. So we have the self-mailing cards, we have the folding cards, we have announcements, invitations, and there's lots of other cards on the website and in the catalog that you can choose from. And they're absolutely amazing. Two things. One is the quality of the cards is outstanding. I was at a council the other day, and the lady there, I know from example, she sends me a Hallmark card every couple weeks, forever, and she's like a Hallmark black belt ninja, whatever. And she lives there practically, and she knows cards, right? And she just was going on and on and on about the quality of the paper and the printing and the cards and that kind of thing. So they're really great, but online, and a lot of the cards in the catalog are probably like maybe 12 cards to 20, 24 cards that you can order. But if you go online, some of them give you options to order 100 or 150 cards. And there's a lot of people that send a lot of cards, right? So typically a girl might go to someone's house or send an email, and they might make a $5 or $10 purchase. It's possible a girl could get $100, $150 sale, by just doing that for people who know a lot of folks and send a lot of cards. So it gives the girls a big opportunity to make a lot of money this year. And then we have the other items. We have customized photo posters that you can create, right? We have chore pads, and when my children were young, I would have bought like a ton of these. We can put their pictures on there and have their little days of the week and their chores. There's honey-do lists, there's journals. A lot of people are really liking those journals where you can put your pictures on them and you write in your journal, and stickers and various other things that we have that you can choose from. So 2 points I want to make about this, and most of you are probably thinking this right now. Number one, you say, that sounds fantastic. What about the quality? How do these compare to the other items like this in the market? I can tell you the quality of our items is excellent. Many people, it's not the top of the top of the top, because, you can get the Rolls quality, like that. And our market in fundraising is not, the Rolls Royce market. But we've had lots of people come up to us that have bought photo books from, the company I mentioned, and, the CVS and all these other places, and said that they thought our quality was much better than those. So the quality, I think you will find, is excellent. And by the way, the same customer service rules apply to all of these items. So if you buy any item, and you are not happy for any, even if Patty, if you don't like your picture that you put on your item, then we will either replace it, print it again and send it to you, or we will cheerfully refund every penny of your money, no questions asked, right? And I'll tell you this, these other companies, the Shutterflies of the world and stuff, our items are made, the printers, these iGen printers they're printed on, they're like $1 million a piece. Ours are printed on the exact same printers with the exact same, components that go in to build these items. So I think you'll find the quality is excellent. And then you say, well, that's good. What about the price? Is it way overpriced so Girl Scouts can make a profit on it? Absolutely not. Similar to the magazines, they are very competitively priced. We can't say that ours are the lowest everywhere, because Girl Scouts make 45% profit on every item sold, and we don't do the ones that some of you may be thinking of that, but the people who do the coupons don't give 45% to the councils. But we did a lot of analysis. We've been working on this program for almost 2 years, and we found that many of our items are actually less expensive than some of them on the big name sites and that kind of thing. So great quality and great value, which is very important. We also have digital photo books. These are really cool, Deb. You can take your photo books with you, so you can create a photo book. You can use any theme, both the cover and the internal pages of the theme, and you get a free bookshelf app that you can download and have on any smart device, your iPad, your smartphone, or any device at all, and you keep all of your books on there. And I'll tell you, for a lot of the girls right now, pretty much in the future, their life can be on that bookshelf. I mean, they can have books of their Girl Scouting years and their experience when they graduated from school, when they got married, when they had children, when their family vacations, and they can carry that with them and show people, they just take their iPad with and show everything. What?
I was wondering if you needed some water.
Oh, thank you. So anyway, the digital books are really, really cool. We have those. So let's walk through, and we'll do this very carefully because I know you'll have questions. And I'll break this down even further on another slide. But you can purchase a product either from the catalog or online, and you'll get a prepaid certificate, okay? Then, as I said earlier, you can wait and build your photo item, thank you, at any time you wish. So, whatever. The sum of and this is brand new. I think, please don't hold me to this. I think some of these certificates will have a 1-year expiration date, but listen carefully. We don't enforce that. So you get a certificate. It's good forever for us because that's the way our company works, okay? So you can build your photo item on any kind of device that you want. You can do it from your computer at home. You could be sitting at your kid's soccer game and build it on your iPhone or your iPad. So any kind of smart mobile device, you can construct these items. They're completely mobile friendly. Then you can upload pictures from Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, any other social picture site, anything, and from your computer, pretty much anywhere you have a digital picture, you can easily and quickly upload it to build your photo products, right? And you start working on let's say you're working on a photo book, right? You start building it, and then you run out of pictures or time or something. You just save your work, and then you can come back at any time in the future. Hey, I got some new pictures from the camping trip that we went on, last week, and I'm going to go work on the book some more, save it, and then come back one more time, add some more pictures, and then finish. And then once you finish your book and submit it, it takes 5 to 7 days for it to physically show up at your doorstep, right? So really, really easy to work with. And for those of you, if you've never done this, and you maybe don't feel like you're the best technology person, we have designed this to be very user-friendly. So I encourage you to give it a try. You can't really mess it up. You upload your pictures, you can crop them, you can move them around, you can type in different things.
Excuse me, Ken, we just want to let everyone know, we see that we have a lot of questions coming in regards to this. If you could all please just hold your questions for a little bit. We're hoping to be able to answer all of them as we go through the presentation. So please listen. If you still have questions once we're done, then you can let the presenter know. We'll try to give time at the end, or we'll make sure that we type up all of the questions and get them out to you with the answers. Thank you.
And we will do that. It's a new program. We realize that. We realize there's lots of questions, and we want to make sure everyone is answered for you. But I'll try and go through this slowly, so we'll get it.
That you may also get the questions once you actually get your paperwork and you're able to get it online and start physically doing it yourself.
Okay, so you can go online. Girls can start sending emails and doing that as soon as they're trained, correct?
Right. That is correct.
All right, and then they can go to the site and purchase. You see, I don't know if you can see the cursor, but down here where the online is pointing to, that's what was or is our magazine site. And I'll show you in a minute. That's where the photo keepsakes are on there. So they're on the same site as the magazines, right? So you can go there and purchase it now. The site, to remember this site where you build your photo product, was supposed to be ready on the 15th of this month. It's been pushed back to the first week in September. So that is when that will be ready for people to go in and build their photo product items, okay? So you purchase it on one site, and I'll show you this in detail. So this slide, the little image in the upper left is a thumbnail of the physical paper catalog that this year will be in every girl's envelope or packet, right, along with the magazine catalog. So Patty's door, she's my neighbor. I have my magazine catalog, and I have my new To Remember This or Photo Keepsakes catalog. I show you the stuff, and Patty says, great, I'm going to renew my Southern Living magazine, and I want to get a photo book for my mother to give as a gift of my kids, and I want to get one of these cool posters from my little t-ball guy and put it up in his room so he could have his own little sports poster, right? So you would write those 3 orders. You can write up to 3 orders per paper, white paper order form. You'd write them on that physical paper order form, right? And then the way it works, help me out, Deb, if I say this wrong, at the end of the sale, and we'll give you these dates, the troop leaders will turn in the white and yellow copies of the paper order forms to your service unit chair, correct? Then the service unit chair goes together, sends this. We're gonna. Sorry.
The sound quit.
Justin, we keep on.
Hold on a moment. We're trying to fix an audio problem. So we're good?
Hopefully everyone is good now. We're sorry about that.
My bad. Jen's a miracle worker. I won't touch the mouse. So anyway, so here's the thing, is that, so keep this in mind. I'm the Girl Scout, right? Patty is my next door neighbor. I went to her door. I sold her the magazine and the photo items, right? She wrote a check out to the council, Deb? The check is made out to the council?
Yes.
All right?
No.
To
What are
the
you talking about? To the troop.
The check is made out to the troop. Patty wrote a check for the items, the magazines, and the photo keepsakes to the troop. I gave Patty the pink copy of the paper order form. I, the girl, kept white and the yellow copy of the order form, and I got Patty's check, right? So 2 weeks after QSP receives these orders, which the orders will be received about mid-December, then Patty will go to her mailbox and she will get a letter in the mail that has a physical paper certificate for the photo item she ordered. So me, the girl, I don't have to think about it or do anything, and the troop leader doesn't have to do anything. Those will go directly to the person who ordered it, okay? But the key here is there's a lot of these items that make wonderful holiday gifts. And unless you celebrate some holiday that comes in like, I don't know, January or February, you're going to be disappointed because it's not going to be there in time for Christmas. So the key, the suggestion would be to order online. If something is important, like holiday cards or party invitation cards or items you want to give as holiday gifts, please order online so no one will be disappointed. So if you order by paper like Patty did, that certificate, the physical certificate, is going to go to her mailbox. And if you order online, the certificate will be emailed to her immediately. And that certificate will say, are we okay?
Yes.
The certificate will say, thanks for ordering, thanks for supporting Girl Scouts. Here's the item that you purchased. To build your item, go to this website and put in this code. That code knows, Patty, that you bought that item, that you paid for that item, you know, and when you put that code in, it takes you to the exact page of the item you purchased. So you don't even have to find it. It goes to that photo book you purchased, and then you can start building your photo book. Now, I'm just making this up, but let's say, Patty, you bought a book with 20 pages in it. You start building your book, and it turns out to be a masterpiece. You had no idea you had so much talent, and you, by golly, and you have all these pictures, right? You can add on pages, right?
Wow.
And then you might say, you know, this is so wonderful. I want to upgrade the cover because this is a masterpiece. You know what I mean? So you can add on to, even though you bought a basic book from me when I was at your door, when you're on the site building it, you can add on stuff to your book with no problem. So here's the way, you know, when we talk about the nut sale, and it really means the nut and the chocolate and the gummy berries and stuff. When we talk about magazines, that's going to be the umbrella term to include the photo keepsake items. So the troop, when a girl sells a photo keepsake item, it will be treated as a magazine sale from a proceeds standpoint, from a girl reward standpoint, and from enter the sales into our Nut-E online site standpoint. So Patty, if I sold 2 magazines and 3 photo keepsake items, it's like I sold 5 magazine items. I get credit for my rewards for 5 magazine sales, and my troop earns the 20% on those 5 items that I sold. Okay?
Good.
We are really excited to tell you this. We have 6 custom Girl Scout photo book themes. We are the only company in planet Earth that has these themes. And I'll tell you, you're going to tell them? Yes? Debbie Zito, our director of product sales, her daughter, actually, we chose her for our company to build and design these custom Girl Scout photo book themes. You know why we did that? Because Debbie's daughter was a Girl Scout. Her mom's been a Girl Scout forever. They knew Girl Scouts, and we wanted these to be legitimate, authentic Girl Scout books and not created by someone who doesn't know Girl Scouts. So these aren't just custom book covers, but when you go online to the site, you can click through every single page of each of these different themes and check out every page. You can look through one and say, yeah, that's okay. Look through another, oh, this is exactly what I want. I'm going to choose to go with this theme. So what we would like to encourage everyone to do, how about build a book for your Girl Scout troop? And maybe you could do it now if you wanted, but you may want to wait till the end of the Girl Scout year. And you can capture all the memories and the cool stuff that you did throughout this Girl Scout year. And as we've been doing these trainings, I had a lady the other day, Patty, that came up to me. She said, I just bought 10 of these from Shutterfly like last week to do for my troop. But some leaders are going to buy them themselves, create a book and give it to every girl. Some leaders have told me they're going to take some of their cookie proceeds or maybe fall product sale proceeds, build a book, and give it to each girl to remember their Girl Scout year with. And that's just so cool. I was a Boy Scout, a Cub Scout, and I can't find one picture, really, at all to remember that with. And to me, this would be invaluable, just priceless. That to look back, a girl looks back 20 years from now and sees that book. I mean, what would she, give for that? So we're really excited about these, and we hope you really like them. And the great news is, for everyone listening, we are giving, as a thank you, every troop in Girl Scouts of Citrus Council for the entire 2014-2015 Girl Scout year, we're giving a free digital photo book. How cool is that? Everybody's getting one for free, okay? So, and you don't even... Well, you don't have to participate in the fall sale. You don't have to participate in cookies. Everyone gets one. There's no qualification. If you're a registered troop leader, you get a free certificate. And today, you will either receive yours from your service unit chair, or they will tell you when and how you can get yours, okay? You can use it at any time. So, like I said, you can wait till the end of the Girl Scout year to do it. The only thing that we ask, you go in and you build your book, and for you to be able to download it and keep it on any and all of your digital devices, your computer, whatever, is to share it with a couple people. You can share it through email, Facebook, or lots of other options. So what we would like to ask you to do is build a killer troop book. And maybe you can get some competition and see who can do the best one. And then share it with all the girls and the moms and the troop. And they can either purchase that if they want to, or you can buy a hardback of that book that you design, and you will be able to keep that digital photo book forever. Is it cost to share? No, it's not a cost to share. Sorry. No, you can email it to 1 trillion people if you want. You could Facebook it to the world, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, all these things. But yeah, no cost to share it. You share it with your people, and they look at it and they say, that's cool, and that's it. Or they can say, Patty, you are a master at this. I want to buy that book. And they can purchase that book if they choose, or they cannot. But that leader with the certificate will download it, and you'll physically be able to keep that book on your device is forever. Okay? Pause for drawing now.
Yep.
We're gonna take a pause for a moment. And does everybody have their little tickets, little drawing raffle tickets? For most of you, if you just call the last 3 numbers on the tickets, and we have some little giveaway prizes for everybody, but I'm going to be quiet so you can listen, and we'll pause for, what do you think, 1 or 2?
3 minutes, 3, 4 minutes?
3 or 4 minutes? Okay, we'll be right back. Thanks. Okay, that's a good idea. I've never been accused of talking. Was it muted then? So they didn't hear what I just said?
No.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Welcome back. Hope everyone won some cool prizes. But let's jump back in. We have a lot more really good information to cover. Okay. So the free digital photo book certificate is on the right that everyone will receive. And we're delighted. We're giving that to every Girl Scout troop in America. Our company is giving one to introduce this exciting new program. So, you know, I don't have to tell you, but Girl Scouts is all about making memories, doing fun, cool Girl Scout stuff, and making memories that will last a lifetime. And that's why we're so excited about this program, because with this program, you can make these memories that will last forever. Another thing we want to remind everyone is the holiday gift-giving part of these. This is so if everybody in this council just gave some of these items as holiday gifts or ordered the photo cards for the holidays and that kind of thing, we could do an amazing amount. And maybe if you're a troop leader sitting there and you never participated before, this might just be the perfect thing for your troop to say, you know, for whatever reason, we never participated before, but this is really cool. We really like this, and this is things that we would buy and use anyway. So now our troop can participate. We can order them through our troop and benefit the troop at the same time. And real quick story, this is my first little granddaughter. This is Abigail, okay? So my daughter, Christy, at Christmas gave me a Shutterfly photo calendar, and I don't think I mentioned it, but we have the exact same type of photo calendars in our lineup that you can purchase. But I'm going to tell you, she gave me this. She gave me a number of other things, and I cannot begin to tell you one other thing that she gave me. I have no idea, because you know why? It was just stuff, right? But this is like the coolest thing ever. It's right on the wall in my office. I look at it every day. I can't wait till the end of the month. I flip the page and get to see the new pictures. So if you've got children and you want to be a superhero and you want to give a gift that people will think is the best thing under the sun, and you want to give something that's very reasonably priced and it can benefit Girl Scouts, man, I'm telling you what, you will not do better than this, because the people will absolutely love it. So it makes it so cool. So with Girl Scouting, you make the memories, and we'll help you keep them with this program. So we're so excited about that. So anyway, moving on. Let's go into how the online works, all right? And I'm going to have to go speed it up just a little bit, because we have a lot of information to cover, okay? But we will get all of your questions. So girls can start the online part of the program as soon as they are trained by their troop leaders, okay? So to participate, you either will go to our Girl Scout Council website, and on Monday, I believe, we will have a link on the home page that they can click to go to the site to register, or you can go to the URL that you see here on the slide, and that will take you directly to it. New this year, if you are new, then you would click the new registration, and it takes you like 30 seconds to register. It's super easy. But what's new this year is if you did this part of the program last year, your information is saved. So you can log in with the same email and password you had last year, and it'll have forgot password functionality, and there's also an 800 number to call if you have a technical problem in getting logged in. The first thing you'll see is this little green box, and very importantly, it will have the girls' unique ID number on them. We want them to write them on the business cards, because it's very helpful and important to do that. This number will stay on the girls' site in case you forget it, but make sure to capture the number and write it on the cards. The cards generated 10% of all magazine sales last year. That is enormous. The girls loved it. For the first time in their life, they have their own business cards. So I go to Patty, my next door neighbor's house, right? I got my business cards in my pocket. I got my catalog. And man, her house is chaos. You know, her stove's on fire. Her kids are swinging from the chandelier, and it is just madness, you know. And I know that she's not going to sit down and look through my catalog because it's crazy time at Patty's house, right? So I can say, Patty, I see that it's probably not the best time, but let me give you my card, and later on when things settle down, if you can help me and my troop, I would really appreciate it. And that's it. So late at night when Patty's had a couple glasses of wine and the house has finally calmed down, she can go online, put in my Girl Scout number, and shop and buy online, and I, as a Girl Scout, will get credit for everything that she does. So they're very effective tool. And Jen is going to put a PDF of these on the site, right? Can we do an editable PDF? So she'll have that, so the girl can put in her like first name, last initial, and her girl ID, put in 500 and print, just kidding. And then some people will give a stack to mom, stack to dad to take to work, and then the girl can use them, but they are a very effective sales tool. They really, really are. So the girl either is registered or logged in. First thing, she sets her goal, her dollar goal for the sale, and she can change this all day long, so no problem there. She does a welcome message. She either chooses one of these little icons to customize her page, or she uploads a picture of herself, her dog, her goldfish, or something personal. So a picture of something personal is a lot more impactful than one of these little square boxes. And then she can pick the different header, whatever the girl likes, whatever means something to her, she can pick that and kind of bling out her own page, okay? And this is what it will look like, her page, so that before the people can go and shop, they'll see the girl's picture or however she designed it, her goal. And as the girl makes sales, that goal thermometer in the bottom left, that will dynamically change so the people receiving the email will know how much they've sold right then. And Patty, if you're, if I'm close to my goal and you see that, you can help me get over my goal, it's an effective thing. Also, we are really excited about this. For the first time ever, girls will now be able to create their own video and have it on their website. So real quick, this is really important. The most, from a sales standpoint, the most effective thing, and again, I'm the girl, I go to Patty's house and she sees me standing on her porch, I'm smiling, I'm telling her about my troop goals, and I'm asking for her support. That is the most effective sales process that you can possibly do. But if I have friends and relatives that I can't go to their front door, what I can do now is I can make a video, and I can say the same thing in the video as I would have said if I was standing at your door, and I can put it on my website. So instead of, Patty, you getting an email with black and white text from me, you can see my little smiling face and hear me ask about you helping my troop go to Savannah or whatever it is. And if you want to, you could do this as a troop event. So the troop could get together and teach girls about making videos, and they could either make onesie videos, do one per girl, or you could do a troop video and have all your girls lined up, and you could do the David Letterman top 10 reasons why you should support our troop, and you can have fun, be creative, and do that. You create the video, you upload it on any video site like YouTube or Vimeo, you grab the link to the video, and you just paste it on your site, and that video will play, all right? And these stats, you can see these stats here. Video is ridiculously effective. In fact, I think it was just this past week that YouTube, for the first time ever, surpassed Facebook as the #1 social media site in America, which is a big deal. So if a girl makes her own video, it can be very effective from a sales standpoint. But the council, we have a default video that the council will put in. We have one. Do we have time to play the video? You want to do that, or yes or no? What do you think? No. We're going to skip that, but we'll put it on the website, and we have one from another council. It's really cute, and then our Citrus Council is going to make our own council default video. So if the girl doesn't do her video, a custom video, then the council default video will play. But if the council default video will be in there, but if the girl puts her own link, it will kind of trump the council video, and the girl's personal video will play, which is the most effective thing. So that's what the video looks like, and we're just going to skip that. So anyway, if you did the program last year, when you log in with the same login you did last year, all of your emails that you put in last year are there. So if you're in a big hurry, you can just log in and say, resend emails, boom, done, quick, right? And then all of your sales reports from last year are already in there. So I can be reminded that Patty bought 5 magazines last year, so I should call her or email her and make sure she's going to support me again. So you can check the number of reminder emails that they want sent. Then they create a custom message in their page. By the way, our marketing people looked at this. The girls who customized their page sold 44% more than girls who did not customize a page. So they either upload their email list or they type in the emails, and they select who they want them sent to, and they send the emails. If they send 12 or more, they earn this little online patch. We know from studies, the more emails you send, the more sales you're going to make. And then you can also help get the word out through Facebook and Twitter. And those links are embedded with the girls' links, so these Facebook shares can go around the world, and anyone who buys, that credit will go to that Girl Scout. So this is the way the emails will look over on the left. The first link will say go to click that link, you'll go to the site where you can order magazines and photo keepsakes, and then the link at the bottom will go to the site where they can order nut and chocolate products, okay? And then all of the girls' sales will be reflected on the Troop online sales report. There's a Troop report and there's a girl online sales report, okay, that they'll be able to get. It will say how many online magazines that they sold, including the photo keepsakes. It will say how many online nut chocolate items in dollars were sold. And it will also show how many emails that girl sent and whether or not she earned the patch or not, okay? So new this year, where you see the red box, there's a little selection where you can select that you are a product manager or a leader of the troop. You're not. You're just, say you're a mom in the troop, or you're the product manager of the troop and you also have a daughter, or I'm the product manager leader of the troop and I do not have a daughter. So you select the right one, and if you select the one that says that you are the leader of the troop, then you will be able to get the troop online sales report that shows all of the online sales that all of the girls in your troop generated. So the girl will receive the online sales report, and the leader will receive the online sales report as well. So here is the right order to do this in. From the smart way to do it, the first thing you should do, the girl should get in there and send the emails, because it sends an email, waits a week, sends another one, waits a week, sends another one. And a lot of people don't respond on the first or second email. The more time you give the system to work, the more sales they'll get. So do that first. Then they can sell from the catalogs, from the nut order card, the magazine catalog, and the new photo keepsakes catalog. And the last thing, the last day of the sale, if they want, they can just fill out an address booklet, because that is not time sensitive. Okay, these are the girl rewards that are on the back of the nut order card. We've got some awesome rewards. I'm not going to take the time to go over them. You can pull that nut order card out and see them yourself. I can tell you we spend a lot of time and effort into this. We try to get items that are very girl focused and current and interesting that girls would really like to earn. They set their goals, and these are cumulative. So the girl sets her goal, and she can whatever she earns that in that reward, and everything leading up to that reward. And I'll mention one other thing real quick here. Think about this, okay? Say you had girls who participated last year. They sent some emails. The people, they had a chance to buy or renew magazines for the most part, and we did very well with that. But there's some people that they probably don't have an interest in magazines, right? This year, they'll have the magazine option, they'll have the photo keepsakes option, and that might be the thing that really gets their attention, and they'll have the nut and chocolate items. So you'll have 3 times the options. So we would really encourage girls to send as many emails as they can this year, because we think they'll be able to generate a whole lot more new incremental sales for them this year. Then we have these great collectible fit together patches that the girls can earn for doing various aspects of the sale. So Patty, I'm going to turn it over to Patty, and she's going to tell you about some more great details of the sale. But I want to thank each and every one of you for all you do for girls, for Girl Scouting, and for this council. We could not do it without you. We sincerely appreciate all of your help and support, and we hope this will be the most successful fall product sale in the history of Citrus Council. So thanks so much. Good luck. And I'm going to stick around like forever, and I'll be happy to answer any questions later on that you have, okay? But right now, I'm going to turn it over to Patty. Thank you.
Wow, Ken, thank you so much. All of this new stuff that's happening this year. All right, we're going to go ahead and get right into the guts of this sale. Ken went over all of the products and touched on a lot of the responsibilities for you and for the girls, but now I want to go into a little bit more detail about what do you, as the troop chair, need to do for this sale. Besides being enthusiastic and getting out there and making sure that everyone understands all the components that Ken just went over. So you all either received through an email or you will get with your paperwork the troop guide. On that troop guide, it gives you all of the important information that you need throughout the whole sale. It also has your dates on there. Now remember what Ken said, the girls can start doing the online sales once you have gone back and trained them. So again, the girls can start doing the online portion of the sale once you have gone and trained them. Other than that, the ground portion of the sale starts September 5th, and then the sale ends November 2nd. Again, your troop guide gives you all of that information as well as a lot more. With Girl Scouts, you know that we have all kinds of forms. So the forms that you're going to be dealing with for now, we're going to give you the information that you need for now up through the initial order. Then we'll come on with another webinar later in, I do believe that'll be the 1st of October, to give you all of the information that you need for the rest of the sale. Also, part of your packet that you will get is the parent guardian permission form. Each girl's parent or guardian has to sign one of these forms in order for their daughter to participate in the sale. This girl needs to be a registered member of Girl Scouts. So the parent permission form is very important. Please make sure that everyone, that all girls have one of these signed. Then you will give them their girl packet. In that girl packet is the girls' order card, as well as the magazine catalog, the keepsake catalog, all kinds of other information. You saw all of it on one of the slides that Ken showed you. The next important form, and I'm going to go ahead and click to my desktop and pull that up so that we can go over that in view. T4 Troop Order and Report Form. This form is what you will use to turn in your initial order. You first are going to go back, train your girls, get their parent permission form signed, give them a girl packet, but during that troop training, you're going to talk to the girls about the recognitions. Do they want to actually, for the older girl troops, see cadets, seniors, and ambassadors, you want to ask them, do they want to receive the physical recognitions, or would they prefer to opt out of the recognitions and get a 23% profit rather than a 20% profit? This information needs to be known at this time, because you're going to be entering that in the computer as well as indicating that on your T4 order report form. Again, this is for the cadet, senior, and ambassador level Girl Scout troops. If you have a multi-age level troop, if there are girls, even one girl of the lesser grades in there, they would not be able to select this. And this is a girl decision. Please talk to your girls about that. Let them decide as a majority if they want the recognitions or if they would prefer the higher level percent of profit. So the T4 order and report form, once those girls have gone out and they've done some of their sales using their paper order cards, they will turn these back into you on or before the date that is in your order form, or excuse me, in your troop guide. You make sure to fill out the top part of this form completely, and then you enter in all of the nuts and chocolates that you're putting in for your initial order. You will also then turn in the top copy of this form to your service unit fall product chair by the date indicated on your troop guide. Now we're going to go back to, there we go. Hopefully everybody can still hear me. All right, so that's the paperwork that you will need up and through the initial order. Uh-oh. One moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. We're learning as we go along. Besides the paper, everything is in the computer now as well. So you will be entering everything in the computer using the AshtonFarmsNutty.com website. Your service unit product chair will email to you your login and password. When you get ready to log in, you need to please make sure that you select the 2014-15 product sale year as you're signing in. You can go in right away as soon as you have your login and password to update all of your troop information. Make sure that your either leader or chair information is correct, that the girl level is correct, and this is where you are going to indicate which level of recognitions that your troop is wanting, either with recognitions or without recognitions. Again, please make sure to indicate this at this time before your initial order is submitted. That's when you need to indicate that. You can add more users on. In other words, if you have a leader and a co-leader, or that troop chair and the leader want to both be able to go in, that's how you would add, or why you would add more users to the troop site of Nutty. Once the girls have done their initial order, you've collected those initial order cards, this is where you would then go to enter those girls' orders. If you are a returning troop, you can check to see if some of your girls are still in there or not. You may need to actually add all of the girls, and then you will see where you click through to put all of the nut and chocolate orders that they've gotten up through this point. Again, we'll give you more information on entering anything past that time frame in a later webinar. Let the girls know, though, that they can still continue taking orders, even though you are turning in an initial order and that product will come to you in October. The girls can continue taking orders because you can continue getting product throughout the sale. So once you've entered each girl's orders, you need to save, and then it's also going to populate the recognitions that she's earned up to that point. So you will again save once you've confirmed the recognitions. There is a large pink submit button there. Please do not submit. This is a standard website that goes to all councils, and some councils do have their troops submit, but we choose not to because once you push that submit button, you cannot make any changes and your service unit chair cannot make any changes. As long as you save after entering each girl's order and her recognitions, you are fine. It's in the computer. The council will actually push that submit button once it comes to us. This is the area where you can go for reports. You can always pull up reports for your own troop to find out just where you're at with totals and everything. Once the initial order is submitted to your service unit chair, so in other words, you have up until September 23rd at midnight to make sure that you have your troops' initial order in Nutty. After that, you're going to be locked out. That's so that that service unit chair can verify everything and then get it to council on time for the initial order to be placed. Again, the troop chairs need to get all of their troops' initial order into Nutty before they get locked out. I'm sorry, that date is September 24th. You will be locked out at midnight on September 24th. So make sure that your initial orders are in Nutty and the top copy of your troop order and report form is turned in to your service unit chair by that day. So for training your troops, what you need to go do after today, you're going to be training your girls. Train and set goals with the girls. Make sure that they understand that this is a program and they're learning life skills. This is not just a product sale. Distribute the material to the girls. Get that parent permission slip signed and give them the girl packets. And then once they've gone out and done their initial orders, collect those order cards back, submit all of that into Nutty, and then turn it in to your service unit chair. This is the girl packet that you are going to give in exchange for that parent permission slip. Okay? Just another little tip or hint. As the girls are going out and selling magazine subscriptions via paper, make sure that you are aware of all of these deposit details. Any checks that the girls accept should be made out payable to your Girl Scout troop, and you run them through your Girl Scout troop. You need to make those deposits frequently into the troop account because the ACH withdrawals will occur as each service unit is settled. ACH withdrawals is the way that we collect the monies from the troops once the sale is going on and once you start collecting money. So just to reiterate, what's your next steps? Make a troop or a girl video so that the girls can start doing the online sales. Set a goal with your troop. Have the girls go online to the online sites where they can set goals for themselves. Host an awesome girl training. Encourage everyone to do something. As Ken had gone over all of the components of the sale, there's 4 different things. The girls can do the online sales of all the different components. They can do the paper sales of Nuts and Chocolate, magazine, the keepsakes, and then there's the address booklet. So encourage everyone to do something, one of those components. Some of it is just so easy for them to do. Make sure the girls give out their business cards that Ken had talked about. The business cards do make sales. It's an awesome part that they added a couple of years ago. Encourage girls to sell magazines, photo keepsakes, and the nuts and chocolate items as gifts, as well as some of those corporate online things. Then remember that if they've done the online part, the nuts and chocolate will arrive in time for the holidays. All of it can arrive in time for the holidays if they did online. If they did paper, it will come. The nuts and chocolate will be in time for the holidays, but the magazine and keepsakes, it could be into January before they start getting them. So, thank you all so very much. Are there some more questions that we need to go over at this time? I am going to go ahead and let Debbie address some of the questions that have been sent in. Go ahead, Debbie.
Most of the questions we're going to type up, and if everybody would put an email address on their sign-in sheet, we will answer all the questions, type them up, and then email them to everybody so everybody has the same answer. There is one here about the 5% bonus from last year. We do not have that this year for the cookie sales, the 5 cents a box. We don't have any extra bonuses this year as of right now. This webinar has been recorded and it will be on our website beginning August 25th. We also have the second webinar that is going to take us from beyond initial order to the end of the sale, and that will be on the website beginning October 7th. So all troops would need to take that second website. You will need to log in, webinar. You need to log in and it'll ask for your name, service unit, and troop so that we can track who's been taking training. Is there any other, what did I say? Sorry, we were just trying to make sure that we got all our points. Oh, the address order cards. One of the questions was, do girls get credit from the address order cards? The address order cards, we pay them $2 for every 8 names, and a girl gets a patch. So they're getting their proceeds up front. The orders that are generated from those order cards, the council receives the proceeds from those, and that goes towards girls' programs and everything to run the programs and to run the council. So I hope I answered that one. Most of the questions that came up should have been answered during the presentation, but I will copy them and make sure that I look over all of them and answer each and every one of them and email them to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
May now do the rest of their drawings.
Sorry, Patty was feeding me some information here. We want to thank you all for taking your Saturday morning and joining us. We're going to close down and we're going to let the sites do some more drawings for you and finish up all the nut and chocolate samples. Thank you again and have a great rest of the weekend.
Thank you all very much. We really appreciate it.